looks good too. Oh, 2 great shots.
We'll take the worst one there.
Have you been in this bunker before?
I was this year, yeah. I use data to choose which hazards demand more conservative play, and I practice escape drills from the tricky lies. Strategic decision-making around hazards prevents unnecessary strokes. Smart avoidance is just as important as recovery.
Like a pro.
Just using the data to the best of our ability and trying to get as much out of it as we can and learn more input from the data in order to get better.
How are you preparing for those situations, whether you're in the bunker, thick rough, less than desirable place to be to hit a shot?
I think the biggest thing is just not being short-sighted. I think as long as you can give yourself plenty of room to get to the flag from a short game standpoint, you'll have a chance at saving par or getting up and down or whatever it needs to be. So I think for me, it goes back to the strategy of deciding where's the best miss, where's not the best miss, and kind of going from there. For me, in the bunker, it's always been a technique thing. If I know my technique's going to be there, I feel like I'll have success with the shot. So I think the biggest thing is that we spend a fair amount of time doing that in the lead up, and then once you're there, it's controlling your ball again. It's about hitting the right landing spots, giving yourself enough room, controlling the shots, different styles of shots, using different clubs, whether it's sand wedge, gap wedge, lob wedge, just mixing it up so you understand that you can hit different shots if you've got different situations. So.
Well, looks like we got a pretty difficult greenside bunker here. What do you say we toss some balls in there and try and get up and down?
Let's do it.
How many balls are you looking to hit in this drill, and kind of what's the measure of success?
Yeah, so normally like the 10-shot bunker challenge is what Robbo calls it, is we'll have 10 different shots. Normally like to mix up the lies, mix up the locations, different pins. The goal is to gain on strokes gained. Again, that's why I've got my phone in my pocket, use the app, can input it, and we can see straight away how I've done in that challenge. That's always really helpful. And then obviously over time, we can track that to make sure I'm improving. So as you can see, came out pretty well, but probably a little hotter than the last bunker shots we hit in here. And obviously just aimed a little further right, just give me that safety of the green behind it.
I mean, I feel like we see this a lot with amateurs, decelerating through the swing, not committing to the shot. Kind of, what would your tip be should one of us be in a similar situation and trying to get out of this bunker?
Yeah, definitely. For me, I think people obviously fear the sand and taking too much sand. For me, the sand's your friend. The sand's a bit of a buffer. You can go as hard as you want into the sand, as long as, you're taking enough of it. You have to make sure you take plenty of sand. I always say plenty of sand and plenty of speed, and that's what will get you out of the bunker. Shot like this, the more speed, the more sand, the better. It'll come out with more height, a little bit more control, and hopefully go close. You can see it comes out pretty well.